role in my life. Like Ann said, I used to row and don't anymore. I'm from New Jersey. I grew up sort of going to church, just like everyone else. I went on Sunday and didn't want to go when they were little kids, or some people did, but I did. And I was kind of a very angry child. I didn't get along with my family at all. All we did was fight. And my dad's an alcoholic, so we did not have a good relationship. Everything that happened in my house, no matter who started anything, it was always my fault. So that led me to believe everywhere else in my life that I was never good enough. And most of the time, I just went around trying to prove myself. And obviously, like a lot of us, that's what sports were for. And I was good, so I tried hard, and I practiced a lot. And that playing sports was the only place that I felt like I was anything. Everything else was just really hard. I didn't think anyone wanted to be my friend. I didn't think I was worth being anyone's friend. And ultimately, I never felt good enough for my father. So being a little kid was not fun. Being in middle school was not fun for me either. I got in a lot of trouble, and I started to have learning issues and stuff like that. It's complicated. But then the only person in my life that I really felt loved by was my grandmother, and she died of ovarian cancer my freshman year. Bless you. She was like 55, and I didn't have a good relationship with either of my parents, so she was my person, and then she wasn't anymore. So freshman year was probably the worst year for me. I probably didn't go to a single full day of school. If I made it to school, I spent at least one period crying in the psychiatrist's office. And I basically just wanted to party with my friends and drank and did drugs and, stupid kid stuff. And the only way I found my worth then was pretty much with guys. I just thought that if guys liked me, then I was loved, and found out that only made me feel emptier. So sophomore year, someone invited me to church, and I was like, sure, I'll go to church, okay. So I had my mom drop me off, and I go in, and I'm like, oh, these people are weird, like love God, like who loves God, like, I don't know. But there was just something about being in the room that was special, and I didn't understand what it was at the time, but there was a light, and I was like, all right, well, this is kind of cool. Everyone's being nice to me, whatever. And we split into our groups to go into. So we went into the room for a senior youth group or whatever, and everyone was just so nice, and they just treated me like they knew me, and I was like, why are these people being nice to me? I don't really understand. It doesn't make any sense. They don't know who I am. They don't know what I did last night. They don't know me at all. They have no reason to like me, and they were doing a play for Easter or something. This was a month before Easter, and they invited me to be in this play, and I'm like, oh, you just met me 5 minutes ago. Why would you want me to be standing in front of your church? I don't even go to your church. But so I stayed for practice, and those became my best friends. I kept going to church every week and went to youth group and all that kind of stuff. And they really taught me just how to live my life for God and have a relationship with God, and how much that could give me. And all of a sudden, when I finally there isn't a day that I told you I gave my life to Christ or anything like that, but over a period of a couple weeks, everything just started getting better. It was I got a new prescription or something, and not even anything hugely significant would happen, but it was clear, and it was just, I don't know, just better. But so that was a really big thing for me. And before that, I was just like super depressed and all this kind of stuff or whatever. But as much like therapy as I went to and medications that I was on, stuff like that, that were supposed to fix me, it wasn't that. It was definitely God, and it was definitely allowing God to take control of my life and stop trying to fix it myself or go to other people to fix it. So that was my sophomore year. I started going to church. All my friends graduated high school that year, so I kind of fell off a little, and then I started rowing, and then I just wanted to row, and I got recruited. I was like, I don't know, I was good then or something. But I came here, and that's all we wanted to do was do our sport, so that's what I did. I didn't think there was time for anyone else. I skipped class to work out for like the second or third time. That was crazy. But I didn't care about school. I didn't have time for church. I still considered myself a Christian, but I wasn't living it, even though maybe it was still inside me. And then the end of my freshman year, this girl on my team was like, go to Athletes in Action. Okay. So I'm walking, and I don't know where it is. And I see these girls, Sarah, Just Flex,